Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a wonderful morning. It is October 7th, 2025. Oh, hello. And we got a very interesting day ahead of us. So there's a couple of things going on. I mean, really, there would have been a lot more data, but we still got the government shutdown. I hope that you watched yesterday's watch list. We went over all of the alternatives and everything else, but quite frankly, everybody is talking about the bubble. So we're going to get a little back and forth there. There's going to be a couple of rumors that I'm sure we're going to be looking for. We even had a watch list yesterday. We were talking about the mines and all of that. So I'm sure we're going to play that back and forth because I do think Canada and Carney, they are in town. So we'll see where it all plays, but it should be a mix of the last couple of days. I mean, the market, S&P and the indexes, they could do whatever they want, but we are noticing these little pockets that are going nuts, very bubbly, and people are calling it that. And then you got the AMD, AI deals, open AI, all of that, my friends. So Chattadonia, I hope you're ready. I hope you're locked and loaded. It's gonna be a great day. Oh, good morning. What up, baby? It is gonna be a great day. What up, Anthony, Anzo, Ivy, Tim Whitman, Mr. Fahar, Energy, Cassius, The Straw Tarp, Thomas Johnson, Farmer Jim, Doggo, Rahan, Christina, Alex, Amir, Oscar, Dakota. What up, baby? What up, Sean? How you doing, Sinai? PNC in the house. Mr. Mosby, open face, ready to go. Garbage. Jake, Johnny, be good, Sean, Germany. Good morning, baby. What up, Calderon? What up, Matthew Orman? Finger to the sky, baby. Tell him. What up, Walton? What up, Mr. Edwards? Tyree. Oh, Chad, did you hear the word, Chad? Did you not hear? I hope you heard, Chad. I don't know if you heard. It's going to be an amazing day. Oh, that's up to you, man. I don't know if you believe. You know, believe causes action or action causes belief. Oh, don't get me started. Don't get me started. So, Chattadonia, I hope you're ready, man. And good morning. Oh, I got some funny stuff for you. We have a lot to talk about, but before we do any of that, here is Josh AI with the news, baby. Good morning. Top overnight news, government shutdown, Senate rejects competing proposals to reopen government, prolonging shutdown Politico, Trump opened to deal with Democrats on healthcare subsidy extensions during government shutdown link Politico, White House clarifies Trump's claim of government layoffs due to the shutdown, warning job losses may still occur, Reuters, military payday on 15 Octi seen as potential event that could drive compromise between Republicans and Democrats to fund government. CNBC. Sources say furloughed federal workers may not receive compensation for time off during government shutdown. Axios. Speaker Johnson pledges to Democratic leaders there will be bipartisan debate on spending once shutdown ends. Politico. Flights delayed nationwide as staffing issues arise amid government shutdown. Axios, Reuters, trade ease tariffs. Trump says 25% tariffs on medium and heavy-duty trucks to begin one NOV. Bloomberg FT. White House may announce $15 billion bailout for farmers affected by trade disputes. Reuters. Trump announces 10% U.S. stake in Trilogy Metals and approves a mining road permit in Alaska. Axios, CNBC. White House converting federal grants into equity stakes to secure U.S. supply chains for critical minerals, chips. Bloomberg, Reuters. FCC will vote to impose stricter restrictions on Chinese telecom equipment deemed national security risks. Reuters. Brazil's Lula asked Trump to remove tariffs to hold in-person summit as soon as this month. Bloomberg. Markets, S&P 500 forecasted to hit 7,750 next year. 30% chance of reaching 9,000, says Evercore ISI. Axios. Morgan Stanley strategists see Treasury buying opportunity if pressured in near term, citing weakening labor market. Bloomberg. Treasury market volatility at a 4-year low due to the U.S. government shutdown's data delays. Bloomberg. Traders least bullish on yen in more than 3 years after Takaichi's victory. Bloomberg renewing interest in carry trade. Bloomberg. Japan 30Y bond auction draws stronger demand following pickup in concerns about debt-funded stimulus. Bloomberg. Emerging markets 28% gain in 2025 outpaces developed markets. Investors lured by weaker dollar and cheap valuations. FT. Corporate. AMD rallies 24% after announcing deal with OpenAI to build 6 gigawatts of data center capacity. Bloomberg. Link. Tesla plans to launch a cheaper Model Y using fewer premium materials to offset lost U.S. EV incentives. Bloomberg. OpenAI's mentions of other firms sends their shares soaring, stoking AI bubble concerns. Bloomberg. OpenAI's 2025 deals reach $1T, raising questions about its ability to fund them. FT. OpenAI aims to evolve ChatGPT into an operating system following strategies of major tech companies. Axios. AI bubble fears on the rise as circle of companies and investments tightens. NBC News. A fire at Novelis's Oswego plant supplying 40% of U.S. auto aluminum will disrupt automakers like Ford for months. Link. Musk appoints former Morgan Stanley executive Anthony Armstrong as CFO of XAI and X, tasked with financial recovery. Bloomberg. SEC is investigating AppLovin's data practices over allegations of violating service agreements for targeted advertising. Bloomberg. U.S. banks vie for Trump's approval to lead IPO of Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. Link. Supreme Court refuses to halt major changes to Google's App Store following Epic Games lawsuit. Reuters. Novo Nordisk lays off dozens at its North Carolina plant as part of a 9K global job cut. Reuters. Airbus's A320 family surpasses Boeing 737, becoming the most delivered jetliner in history. Reuters. Central bank's Kansas City Fed Schmid signals reluctance to cut interest rates further, emphasizing inflation risks. Reuters. Takaichi economic advisor says October rate hike too soon for Boj. Bloomberg. ECB's Lagarde notes inflation is near the central bank's 2% target, with economic growth expected in 2026. Bloomberg. Economists mixed on whether RBNZ will cut by 25 BP or 50 BP to arrest economic slump. Bloomberg. Economy. Carlyle Group estimates just 17K jobs were created in September, below the ~54K consensus for September. Non-farm payrolls. Bloomberg. World Bank raises China's 2025 growth forecast to 4.8%, benefiting from government support despite ongoing U.S. tariffs. CNBC. Japan. Household spending beats supported by income growth. Reuters. UK Chancellor Reeves expects inflation to provide a £5 billion boost to the UK's tax revenue, aiding budget plans. Bloomberg. German manufacturing orders fall 0.8% in August, with notable declines in automotive and pharmaceutical sectors. Bloomberg. Australian consumer confidence slides as rising inflation dims rate cut hopes. Bloomberg. Geopolitics. Israel and Hamas hold indirect talks on proposal to release hostages. Trump says talks to last couple of days. Bloomberg. Trump indicates he has made decision on whether to sell Tomahawk missiles to NATO for supply to Ukraine. Axios. Takaichi turns to LDP executive appointments following her victory. Reuters. Tensions emerge with LDP coalition partner Nikkei. Outgoing French PM Le Cornu begins 2 days of talks after shock resignation, seeking solutions for political crisis. Reuters. Politico. Washington. And Trump threatens to invoke the Insurrection Act to deploy troops in cities amid protests, despite court setbacks. FT. Trump administration officials considering selling parts of the $1.60 student loan portfolio to private markets. Politico. Politico. There's more, my friends. There is more. Oh, yeah, we have a lot to talk about. And I think the other video is live now. But S&P futures, they are flat Tuesday morning, comes after U.S. equities finished higher on Monday, with S&P up for a 7th straight session. AI, semis, tech, crypto, memes, transports, A&D, China ADRs, and AG chemicals among the standouts. Builders, staples, restaurants, telecom, some of the laggers. Treasuries largely unchanged. Dollar is up by 0.4, extending Monday's strength. Gold is up by 0.4, Bitcoin down by 0.6, and WTI is off by 0.1. Very quiet from a headline perspective. Hints yesterday about a potential path to end the U.S. government shutdown turned out to be more noise than news. Bulk of the focus continues to revolve around AI investment cycle and accompanying bubble debate. Other big AI debates revolve around productivity and labor market impact, upcoming Q3 earnings season, another area of focus with AI capex, tariff mitigation measures, and consumer resilience expected to be the remaining bright spots, while macro uncertainty, lag tariff impact, pressure on lower income consumers, and some areas of scrutiny. Elevated retail impulse also continues to get a lot of attention, playing into some of the expectations for a melt-up into year-end. Still very little spillover from recent political developments in France and Japan. New York Fed inflation expectations and consumer credit come out today. Busy in terms of Fed speak. Bostic, Bowman, Moran, and Kashkari on the docket. However, unlikely to get anything particularly incremental given the data vacuum. In addition, Treasury selling $58 billion of 3-year notes. September FOMC minutes out on Wednesday. While Fed Muslim, Barr, and Kashkari scheduled to speak, Treasury selling $39 billion of 10-year notes. Powell has pre-recorded video with Bowman, Barr, Kashkari, and Dali also speaking on Thursday. And then Treasury selling $22 billion of bonds. And Friday, Michigan consumer sentiment. Tesla expected to unveil new cheaper version of Model Y XOM, release Q3 earnings consideration with some focus on larger than expected timing headwinds in refining. J&J down on $966 million talcum powder litigation verdict. Dell raised long-term guidance ahead of Analyst Day. IBM announced partnership with Anthropic. ICE investing up to $2 billion in Polymarket. Ford a laggard with some focus on disruption fire at major aluminum supplier. STZ fiscal Q2 results deemed better than feared and no change to guidance, while corporate commentary remained cautious, highlighting demand headwinds and ongoing socioeconomic pressures. MKC said GM further pressured by rising costs, lowered full-year EPS guidance. AMKR big gainer after announced new outsourced semiconductor advanced packaging and test campus in Arizona. Lucid Q3 deliveries a bit light. AMRC secured nearly $200 million energy infrastructure contract with U.S. Naval Research Laboratory. TMQ a huge gainer on strategic investment from U.S. government. Au revoir, Habibi. Oh, yeah. So, Chattadonia, I hope you're doing good. I hope you are blessed. It's game time. So, that being said, we do have a couple of pre-market movers, but I did give you guys homework. So, actually, what time is it? We got a lot of time. Let's go over the pre-market movers, and then let's talk some business, baby. Let's talk some business. All right. Please hold. Dude, I was on the wrong one. There it is. All right. So JHX, they're up by 9.7 off earnings. FIG is up by 6.7. Follow through positive mention OpenAI day. IBM 4.7 strategic partnership with Anthropic. ICE is up by 3.9, reportedly in talks to invest $2 billion in Polymarket. AMD 3.8 Jeffries upgrade. PayPal up 3.3 and Vails AdManage. STZ 3.2 off earnings. Micron 2.6. ITAU BBA initiates outperform. CNC up 2.4. Trump comments on willingness to negotiate ACA. I'd pay attention to this one. This could be a very specific one for healthcare, and that's related to Oscar Health as well. Vive is up by 2.0. TD Cohen upgrade. AppLovin up after the follow-through on SEC investigation. CoreWeave up 1.8 to acquire Monolith AI, terms not disclosed. SW17 Wells Fargo upgrade. Hollex up 1.7. Evercore upgrade. BE 1.6 Evercore outperform. EW 1.6 Evercore upgrade. Ionis 1.4 press release ahead of Innovation Day. Reddit up 1.3, FitBee up 1.3, Morgan Stanley upgrade, DGNX is up by 12, AMKR 12.5, expanded investment in campus on Arizona, DYN is up by 7, additional 1-year data, phase 1-2 achieved clinical trial of Zelectimate Basavarsin, Orbs up 6.5, Oscar 6.2, Trump comments, ACA subsidies, SLNO 5.2, Goldman initiates buy, RZLV 4.3 acquires digital asset platform SmartPay, SMTC 4.1, $350 million convertible note offering. Doc N 2.6, UBS resumes neutral. E is up by 2.2, JP Morgan upgrade. TMQ up 2.37, strategic investment, Department of War. A lot of sympathies. SPRB is up by 54. That was the Skrelly one yesterday. 32.9, LXEO. Progress, FDA discusses accelerated approval pathway and interim data, LX 2006. JBio up 25, outlines J201, 135 million pipe financing. Wrecker up 21, multi-year with Georgia Department of Transport. Tello up 19.1, telomere update. DBVT up 14, issue 30 million ADS under At the Money program. NMTC 12.4, preliminary product revenue. LAR is up 10. Damn, LARs? Oh, I was like, no way. I thought it was in the middle, but it's still below $1 billion. BZA down 8 or up 8.5. Roth Capital initiates buy. Neo V 5.4 asset manager agreement. Nabao Energy next generation battery platform. BRLT 3.4. B Riley initiates outperform. Quantum higher. Select crypto higher. Dollar Tree lower. Jeffries downgrade. DHI 2.6. Evercore downgrade. J&J down 2.4. Issues statement on more verdict for talc. Calls it unconstitutional. Toll Brothers down 2.4. Evercore downgrade. GHC down 1.8. Citi downgrade. Gosh, how many are there? Is that it? I'm lost. Yeah, ASTS Flutter down 1.1. Reaction to ICE investing $2 billion in Polymarket. MKC down 0.1 off earnings. SEI 5.3, 600 million convert. QDEL 2.9. City downgrade. KBH down 2.3. And GitLab down 2.1. Mizuho downgrade. BMEA down 23. Study results. Common stock offering. AHR 19 down off earnings. SNWV down 19 off guidance. And OPTT down 10 off of offering. Chatadonia. Like that? Tell the people that long-term water is back. All right, baby. That's it. That's all the plays. I got a couple. So, yesterday, you guys want to hear a funny story? I could tell you a funny story. I thought of it something new today. You know that? I feel bad. I keep coming up with new ideas. Some of you like them, some of you don't. But here's the deal. Are you ready? Are you ready? And then, bro, why is this other homie just complaining about options? He's like, literally, he's been going about options, spreading y'all fear about how he doesn't know how to trade them. But like, look, we're live on, like, he could even join. He's not even listening. You know, and anyways, that's another topic. That's a sidebar. But I thought of an idea because I gave you the list yesterday. Some of you found the play. I'm very excited, even then this morning. So my power was going to get cut out, and I was going to have a break today. But I said, fuck all that. I love the Chad, and I'm excited, and it's going to be a great day. So I went to the farm. You know that? After yesterday's watch list, somehow, I don't know how I made it. I got to the farm, and Mitch is over here right now. So it was funny because last night I told him this. I was like, all right, man, just very simple. I told him I have a play, and I told him, and because he watches the watch list, even though he still watches, he really does. That's why I fuck with him heavy. He really about that life. And I was like, all right, man, I can't tell you tonight because that's not fair. And you know what I'm saying? I want you to go through it the same way I told everybody else. So I told him this. I said, only if he wants to, and he did. I said, you must walk up the mountain at 5:30 a.m. And if you walk up the mountain, I want you to think about gambling while you walk up the mountain. And if you meet me on top of the mountain at 5:30 a.m., I'll give you the play. And you know what? He did. And I asked him, because think of it, just, I don't know. There's something about gambling that I think is tantamount to walking up a mountain in the freezing cold. And I think it gives you time to think. So he thought. Yeah, he really thought. And then guess what? I asked him. And he found one of them. So he didn't get the play that I have, and I'm going to tell you guys that right at the bell. You still have time to figure it out, but he figured out one of them. So there was 2 different plays, and that's why I was like, oh shit, all right, well, I'm down. And that means yesterday, the first person I talked to found one. So it's not that crazy. It's not that crazy. So we'll go over that on the Locked In. Again, Locked In is live. You guys could hear me on Locked In, right? Is that sound check 1 2 1 2? So I don't. Hey, can you? So I don't. Hey, can you? Yeah, hell yeah, perfect. All right, yeah. So you guys could use both chats, but Locked In chat, just don't get banned. For real, like I said in there, it's high stakes. I don't want any chit chat in that one. Like, for real, I don't care about how your day is. I don't want you guys sharing little pleasantries. You could use that in any other chat room. But if you are going to pay $50 a month to conversate, that's not the conversation you're going to want. Okay? So there's a lot more expected of you. And then if you do get banned from it, you will not be able to access the video. So your violation of the rules is going to limit you from what you are looking to access. So don't let that happen. Everybody could get it. And I said it, you guys are all adults. I mean, I really even talked to Mitch about this one yesterday because, and I really hope you guys get it, the market right now, and I don't know the future. I'm pretty good at it sometimes, but I don't really know what's going to happen. And that's fine. I love, that's where like a lot of my excitement comes from, bro. Life is awesome. The world, all the stuff that could happen. It's exciting. So, but I will tell you this, there's a bubble. There's a lot of things. And like I told all of you, what the fuck is this? Oh no. I think I'm lagging. Oh, I was like, which one's that? But yeah, other than that, this reminds me of Melania. I really believe this is the Melania moment where, again, you guys just witnessed so many things go crazy. And you, at first, it was like, nah, never mind. Oh, no way. Oh, they're China, state-sponsored, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We played this already. And, like, you've gone through this for a couple weeks, and now everybody is, like, picking up on this shit. So, just like Trump coin hit, went crazy. We made a lot of money. Everybody doubted it. And then by the second one, everybody is going in. But that's where the greed kind of fucked it up. You see what I'm saying? So, that's what you got to watch out for. And I just think as long as you take advantage of opportunity, but not in a way that you're going to regret it, I think you're going to do very, very well. So, that being said, Chad, it's game time, baby. It is game time. So, we got to do something here. It doesn't matter whether we locked in or not, man. And this is part of it, too. So, I hope any of you, let me make it clear right now. If you're paying $50 a month to be locked in, and you can't appreciate the troops, you should lock yourself out. So, for real, man, I hope you guys realize it. The fact that I could even be here, do a lot of this stuff, I am a product of this country. I am a product of this great nation, and, you know, my parents, they did a lot, and they did the best they could with whatever they had, but, man, thank God for all of the beautiful American people who were there and made up the difference. You know, my parents didn't serve, my parents didn't do a lot of things, but there was other fellow Americans right there before I was born, right when I was, and the same goes for all of you. So I really hope that you can appreciate this, show some love, man. That's why every day before we chase a dollar, do anything, we got to pay love, man, or show that, pay homage to the veterans, active service, past service, everybody who has served this country, even their families. I hope truly that we could all recognize how big of a sacrifice that really is and what that really means. And you see how the world goes crazy, man, but just, this is the last place. You know that, right? We are the freedom, and freedom is often misunderstood. So veterans, I would like to think I understand only as much as I can being a civilian, but I understand how great you are, and that's why I understand this too. It is now your time to own the land. If anybody should be owning stocks, owning assets, getting the best plays, getting the best everything, I do believe it should be you. Be careful, do not get scammed out there, do not scam others, and watch out. But if anybody should be having that now, it is your opportunity, because we wouldn't have it without you. So God bless every single one of you. Big shout out, doctors, nurses, teachers, firefighters, police officers, the janitors, the coaches, the garbage men, everybody making their communities run. God bless you and thank you, baby. But ladies and gentlemen, please rise up. Place your right hand over your heart. Say it with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all, baby. Send in the Jets! Oh, it's game time, baby. Oh, I don't know if you even heard the Jets. Order! I got the horn, though. Oh, yeah. Cheridonia. All right, baby. Are y'all ready? Y'all ready? So, game time. All right, let's move on over. We're gonna move on over. Oh, wait, I'm already on the video. Bubble is here. All right, guys. So, go there. I don't know if it'll take you there, but if not, don't worry. You'll find it. And then if you're locked in, go to the locked in one if you want your real time. Otherwise, think about it. If it's not real time, you're getting the exact same thing just a couple seconds later. So don't need to stress that hard. So I love you. God bless you, baby. And I will see you there.